Let's do it. All right, so we're here with Let's Just Talk Fitness with Kara, and we are talking about fitness.
Mhm.
I think for me, I want to go a little bit into maybe vulnerabilities in regards to our health. Um,
So we're just being vulnerable tonight.
we're
Is
just being vulnerable tonight.
what you're
We're
telling
just we're just being. That's exactly what's happening here.
me? Okay.
Like at this point, we are just vulnerable. We're
Mm.
trying to figure out what's going on, why things are going on, and how things are going on. But to be honest, you know, vulnerability is a good thing.
It is.
It's a good thing in many ways. Even though we have some people who try to avoid it, you know, you're not going to avoid it in this group. And
Yep.
especially if you're a moderator, admin.
Hmm.
You're going to get it 24/24. But I definitely do want to just like have us kind of like just pick at the question, or I guess if you want to call it the question, but just picking at the idea of your personal health. And again, you can answer these questions or not because they will be a bit personal.
Hmm.
But I guess for starters, when was your last checkup where you got like blood work done and your blood pressure, your A1C, you kind of got those things looked at as well? When was that? When was that last? Or is that something that you do regularly? I guess a two-part question.
I'm
When-
not always good at getting like an annual physical. I'm not.
Exactly. Exactly. You're not good at that. Oh,
I mean, in the army, I got the checkups.
yeah.
We had to. But I haven't
Mhm.
been in the army for like a couple years now. So
Yeah.
I don't really, I mean, I did like when I first got out, I
Yeah.
had, um,
Mhm.
I don't like going to the VA hospital. It gives me anxiety.
Mhm. So it gives you anxiety.
Mhm.
Mm.
So like, and that's where I have to go for my checkups.
Yeah.
I don't like booking it, but I do have to book one soon.
Yeah. You
That's that's my
go,
answer.
going to get a checkup gives you anxiety.
I mean, yeah, especially at the VA hospital, but that's where I gotta go.
Wait, VA
Yeah,
hospital?
the veterans.
Veterans Hospital. Okay. Why particularly the VA hospital?
I mean, because that's like where I have my insurance through.
No, no,
Um,
no. Why does it give you anxiety? I'm sorry.
Those are anxiety. Just because of like the military aspect, I guess. Like it brings me back into those moments
Mm,
in the military.
really?
Like the the doctors that I had to go through there sometimes because like they didn't always like believe you and
Yeah.
and like you have to justify everything and like so it's just kind of like just gives you anxiety.
Yeah.
Feels so yeah.
Yeah.
So that's part of the reason why I haven't gone and gotten a checkup in a little bit. It's been like 2 years now, I think.
Really?
Mhm.
Where and when I say checkup, I'm saying like they check your blood work and all these other things. Like you're saying like you haven't gotten any of that done in 2 years.
Yeah, definitely done blood work done recently.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So I've gone for checkups, but like, I guess I kind of like went to some clinics, like not free clinics necessarily, but like ones that were like for certain things that I could get done on my own without having to go to the VA. Things that I could pay for out of my own pocket,
And
which
you're
I
saying no, I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
which I probably could have gone to the VA and gotten it done for free, but I don't
Yeah.
like the hospital.
Wow, to the point to where sometimes you'd rather just pay.
Hmm.
And you're saying for the VA, you have to Sometimes it's justified.
It's just, I mean, there's just like a level of like sometimes you have to like justify why you're going there or like what
Mm.
for or like, sometimes there's like this level of I mean like in the army there was always this level of like you had to like let them know like like if you were in pain or like they didn't always believe that you were in pain. They would just feel like
Mm.
thought you were trying to get out of something or whatever. Like it was just like they didn't believe you.
Yeah.
You always had to like I guess make them believe you. I don't
What?
like having to do that.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like it feels like, and I don't think like the VA hospital isn't always like that, but because of the military experience, sometimes like that's how it feels. Like it gets
Mm.
back into that
Yeah.
kind of mentality.
Yeah.
And
Man, that's insane. And why do you think they were so strict on that? Why are they so strict on that? Is there a reason? Like a lot of veterans faking being, you
I
know,
think it's really that veterans are faking. I think it's just it's not that. It's just like I think like sometimes I mean sometimes people like I mean sometimes people would try to get out because like you can't get out of work without a doctor's note, right? Like you need to have a reason. Like you can't like they don't just let you off. Like you can't just call in sick in the army. Like you have to go to the doctor, get a
yeah,
note, bring it to your commander or like
yeah.
your sergeant or whatever, and
Mhm.
and then like you can't just call out. You can't just be like, I'm not coming today. I don't feel good. Like so like that's the kind of justifications that you need. And like sometimes they're like they just are like they don't want to they're like, what are you trying to get out of, basically? Like, why are you here? You're
Mhm.
just trying to get out of like PT or you're trying to get out of like the motor pool or you're trying to get out of this or that.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Um, wow. Okay. So within the, I guess, past or last checkup, what would you say is like the thing or the anomaly that was a part of the checkup? Like, was it your A1C? Was it your pressure?
I
What were
can't
those things?
I can't understand you. You're very mumbly right now.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. Can
Try again.
you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I was just saying, like, when it comes to like, well, I guess when it came to your checkup, what were some of like the anomalies or things that were pointed out that kind of was an indication to the doctor in regards to like, hey, your pressure or your A1C or your glucose or your cholesterol? What were some of those things that
I never
um
had issues with those.
you said you had an issue with which one?
I've never had issues with those. Those
With
were
any
all
of those?
good. Yeah. I've always,
Wow.
they
That's
were,
that's good.
yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, there was one time that they did find like a nodule on my thyroid, but they found that that was okay. Like when they
Mm.
got it. So I keep that in mind.
Yes.
Um, but uh, but yeah, I haven't had issues with my like blood pressure or glucose
Wow.
those things. So
You do know that's really good, right? Like, there's
yeah,
not too many people can say what you just said.
yes, I know that that's good.
Yeah, that's really good. You know, a lot of people struggle with that exact thing. Um, but if that's something that you've never had problems with, my goodness, it's actually amazing. Um, do you trust the doctors to, I guess, be accurate in finding out if those things are good or not? Like, I know you mentioned the VA and not trusting them, but I guess like doctors in general, and when you go for
And I guess
checkups.
it's not that I don't trust them, it's that I get anxiety when I go there. So sometimes I guess, I mean, I guess they would like when I go there and like I have anxiety, I guess my blood pressure is a little high, like a little.
Uh, yeah,
So, but I'm like, it's because of the anxiety. So I
yeah,
know that I know the reason for it, you know?
absolutely. No, that makes a lot of sense.
Uh, so there's that.
But it's
Um,
not that you don't trust them.
no, it's not that I don't trust them. Like I trust that they know how to do their jobs. Like I
Yeah,
trust that, like, I mean, like, and I, you know, like I have a level of trust for like the tests that they do. Of course, like there's gonna be like you'd have to verify some things, like
yeah.
if you need to get like retested or something like that. Like, you know, but um, but for the most part, yeah, I trust the doctors. I trust that they went to school, they know what they're doing. Um, I mean, like I still would want to, like if they're trying to put me on medication, sometimes I want to know like, you know, if they're getting paid for it, you know, because there's a level of like working with pharmacies or working with, and I want to
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
like, you know, I want to understand the like before I just get on like a prescription for something. I want to understand the side effects. I want to understand that and do my own little research about it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Um, would you say that, would you say that the, actually, let me ask you this, it's been like a kind of person. Again, you don't have to answer these, they don't have details, you don't. If it's a good person, yeah, I do understand like how that can be uncomfortable. Um, and well, give me one second, like I'm picking up this.
Okay.
Give me one second. Hey, how you doing? I'm here for actually Holly on. Yeah, some lady. Yeah. All right, thank you so much. No problem. All right, are you still there?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm sorry. I was like waiting in the line, and I could have went around the entire time. Y'all doing it. All
that's
right.
always extreme. You find that out.
Right. It's like, see, you come around here. What? But would you say, or what would you say are a few things internally or externally that you feel like you're when it comes to your health or your fitness you can work on? Like you know this without going to get a checkup. Like, hey, I know this thing I need to work on or watch.
Yeah, I guess for me, it's like I know like I need to work on my like my nutrition for sure.
Hmm.
Like,
Hmm.
that's something that I've been working on
Yeah.
years. Like I know right now, like I mean, like I know right now, according to like the BMIs and like the scale and all that stuff,
Mm.
I am right now like obese. So
Mm.
considered obese, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so I think like just watching that and working on like cutting and working on like
Mm.
the physical, like continuing the exercise, continuing to like, you know, focus on nutrition and figure out like how to incorporate more like cooking at home, more like, whole
Mm.
food, like, you know, staying within like the calories that I need to and all of that. Like
Mm.
it's a process and it's a thing.
Yeah.
Um, it's just like it's something that I know. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't necessarily need to get like that checked on.
Okay.
It's like something I know.
Do you honestly believe that you're obese, or do you just believe that because of the BMI scale?
I mean, like according to the BMI, I mean, I feel like I do have more fat than I need on my body, for sure.
Mm.
Um, I don't know. Am I obese? I don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, for my height, that's what it says.
Do you kind of think that scale is accurate,
It's
or like?
not. I don't think it's always accurate. No, I don't think
Mm.
it always has like, but I try to do different measurements as well.
Yeah.
I'm more focused on, I think, not the BMI itself, but more like the body fat percentage is
Yeah.
what I want to look at.
Yeah. Mhm.
That is still high for me. Um,
Mhm.
like so since I know that, I'm working on like lowering that. And that's more like by gaining more muscle and like eating correctly
Yeah.
to like get um the fat percentage down.
Yeah.
And I feel like as a woman, I'll have more fat than a man
Yeah. Hmm.
just because of my body. But
Hmm.
um yeah.
That's good. Okay. That's good. That's really transparent. I appreciate that.
I mean I do
Um,
think the scales are like, like the BMI scale is not perfect for sure. Like
yeah.
there's definitely flaws in it because of like um just like people's body shapes in general and how like
Yeah. Hmm.
it all like plays a part. But knowing that you like, that's why you should take measurements, lots of different measurements.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. That's
But
good.
but I do take like I mean I do like look at the scale. I do look at the like, you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you think there's benefit in having these yearly assessments or yearly checkups, yearly things? Like, do you think there's benefit in that, or do you feel like a person should probably just go based off of their feeling when it comes to if something's wrong, or hey, if some people are like, no news is bad news, or
No
I
news
mean,
is good.
I'm sorry, no news is good news. Yes,
Uh,
no news is good. Say it again.
I just said I said okay, well, like I am probably going to contradict myself because I don't actually I haven't followed my own like
Come on
advice.
now, come on,
It's
call
true.
yourself out.
No, I'll call myself out. I will. I mean, I do think preventative medicine is important.
Yeah,
Like it really is. It's very important to know. Like, and we need more of that. Um,
yeah,
I also understand why people don't because honestly, because of like health insurance and things
yeah.
like um I mean that I don't want to get political, but
Oh
but
no, yeah, I guess.
I
Mhm.
mean like it is a problem. It is an issue.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, it causes people not to go for checkups. It causes people not to do things
Health
for their
insurance.
health insurance. Like you not
Yeah.
have access to it or like how expensive it can be to
Yes.
get a checkup.
Yep. Yep.
And a lot of times I totally understand people and I can be one of those people that does this is like I'm not gonna go unless there's a problem.
Unless you're dying. Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Because it's
No.
like it's expensive and I don't have the like some
Mm.
of it's like the time, the money, the resources like to do that. So
Yeah.
like so I can understand it. Do I think I honestly I do believe that preventative medicine is important and it could like actually help um a lot like of the problems that we have. Like,
Yeah.
like if you didn't wait until it's kind of like, if you think about it, like I take my car for an oil change every like I guess whenever the little sticker on my car says to go back,
Yeah. Mhm.
like every time it tells me to go back, when I hit the miles or whatever, like I take it back. So like you should do that with your body. Like if you're taking care of your car, like
Yeah.
like and that's preventative, like for your car, like by doing that.
Yeah.
So if you do that, and then they do like a little checkup, you know? It's
Yeah.
like you get your oil changed, they do the little checkup on all of the other things, and they tell you if there's anything major wrong.
Mhm.
Um, so like if you do that for your car, why wouldn't you do that for your body?
Mm.
Um,
Yeah.
now I mean I have to say that, like, obviously I haven't done it either, so
Yeah,
uh,
but I see what you're saying. Yeah. Mhm.
but I do think that there takes like there's factors that keep people away, um, that maybe would want to go. And then there are some people that like are really just like it makes no difference, you know.
Yeah.
But um but I do think that there could be a benefit in going and seeing, like, going for the yearly checkups to be like, are you good?
Are you good? Yeah.
And especially like with like I mean, I think the super important things to go and do are like the
Mm.
things, the
Yeah.
pap smears.
Yeah.
That's for like women, and then for like men, I don't know all of the things that y'all have to do, but I mean doing those things to like
Yeah.
sure that you don't have like cancer or things like that.
Yeah.
Also,
Hmm.
or anything wrong there. Those are
Yeah.
great things to get checked up. And those aren't yearly. Those are, every like 3 or 5 years, I guess.
Yeah.
Out of to do that. So I think like that's important, because you don't want to wait until it's too late.
Yeah.
I was watching Grey's Anatomy over the weekend, so
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
there's always
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
there's always some emergency that happens.
Hey man, I can't. That's why I can't stand that show. My goodness. Oh
So,
my goodness.
oh yeah, so you don't want to wait till it gets to Grey's Anatomy level.
Yeah, that's true. No, that's true though. Yeah, like you're exactly right. Countless people I know are under in the grave because of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm right along with you. I'll chime in like I don't do good at that either, and I need to. But at the same time, like you said, it goes back to the fact that if you are an independent contract worker or have your own business, your own brand, and it's that, then health insurance is a thing, and it's a thing that is very expensive,
Mhm.
or can be. And so because it can be, it is something that, like you said, you kind of got to make sure you got the money before you go. You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
and pray it's nothing big.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I don't know. So I think that there's like, I don't know. That's why I wish that there was other means. It was interesting because well, my pastor was gone today, and like so we had like one of the congregation members, like he spoke today, and he
Yeah.
originally from Malawi, and so he was talking about how he didn't understand at one point like what like when he watched some show about like health insurance, because in Malawi they apparently don't have that issue.
Yeah.
Um, and so it's like interesting to hear perspectives from around the world, like
Yeah.
people, you know, that don't have the same issues as us here.
Yeah.
Um, you're like, huh. And
Yeah. And
yeah, they have other issues, I'm sure, but like,
yeah, heart. I think heart disease is like the leading cause of death. I think I heard someone say.
yeah.
If I was like, dang, like just to even think about that, like just something like that is insane.
Hmm.
Like that's the leading cause of death.
Well, and there's a lot of times you don't know the cause too. I mean, like I think that that's another reason why sometimes people don't like always trust doctors, necessarily because
Yeah.
they don't always know what's wrong. And it's
Yeah.
not necessarily the doctor's fault. There's a lot of possibilities. Like
Yeah.
when you're watching, like, I mean, when you watch the shows like Grey's Anatomy or House or like other medical,
Yeah.
or even
Hmm.
like, you know, I was briefly studying to be a nurse. Um,
Hey, you didn't tell me that. Oh, yes, yes, you did.
I
Yes, you
have
did.
told you that.
Yes, you did. You did. You did tell me that. You did.
Like,
You did. You
I
did.
have told you
You
that.
did. You did. You did. I'm sorry.
Once you lie to me.
I'm sorry.
Talk to lots of people, it's fine. Um, but but like so like when I mean I remember when I took anatomy and I was listening like looking at the heart, just how often like heart diseases or like heart attacks or different things, like even high blood pressure, not knowing the cause.
Yes.
Like you don't always they don't always know the cause. And like
Yeah.
um so there's a lot of research that also still needs to like happen.
Yeah.
Um, but it's difficult to have like, you know, good data and good like things when people don't come when they're healthy either, you know? Like
Yeah.
don't have anything to compare it to necessarily.
Yeah.
You don't have enough like healthy people coming in. Like if you only go when you're sick, then all we have is sick data.
Wow. Dang,
And that's like what
yeah.
I think about sometimes.
No, that's raw. I didn't even think of it that way. Like how much actual like good data do we actually have?
And I mean, I'm not a researcher, so I don't really know, but I mean, that's what I was thinking about when I was doing is like if people don't come in when they're healthy,
Yeah.
like have like those comparisons to
Yeah.
like, you know, come off of.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I was about to say. Would you say that you're good at assessing your own body? Like, a lot of people they say, like, we have some people that say, I know my body. I know. Like, would you say you're one of those people? And then in that, whether you are not, what are some things that you do to help assess your body? You know what I'm saying? Because you just said that you probably don't get regular checkups, so you're not good at that. It's not.
Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess like I would say like I do know my body to an extent. I do like I know um like I know when I'm feeling pain. I know like
Mhm.
when it's like I guess to me, when it feels really bad, like when I feel really bad where I need to go to the doctor,
Mm.
where I'm like, I'm sick and I need help.
Yeah.
Like, or like this is just a cold and I can like medicate myself basically. Or
Yeah.
like I just need rest or I need this. Um, I feel like I know my body well enough.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm sure that there's error in it. Like I'm sure that's not like perfect um all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like sometimes maybe I'm too stubborn or I try to power through something that I really should
Mm.
like seen for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. And what are some measures that you, or some things that you do to help sustain your health? Like, what are some things that you perhaps do at home? Home things that you may utilize, blood pressure machines. And like, what are some things that you do to help monitor your own health?
I mean, I take vitamins. Um,
Okay. Okay.
you know, I eat healthy. I drink tea. Um,
Okay.
let's see. I mean, like I use the body like this body measurement scale.
Body measurement.
Mhm.
Okay.
I have, I mean, I have a thermometer at home.
Okay. No, that's dope. That's good too. Yeah.
So, yeah. And I have like over the counter medications if I need them, cough drops. Um,
Mm.
those types of things.
Okay. I like that. I like it. I like it. That's good to know. Like,
Uh, yeah,
mhm.
yeah.
Do you have blood pressure machines or do you have like A1C machines or devices?
Mm-mm. I don't have any of those things.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Sure.
I
Okay.
think I used to like when I was married, we got some of those things.
Mm.
Um, but
But now
no.
yeah, it's not something you deal with, so you just don't really have any. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's not something that has been an issue for me.
Exactly.
It's not something that I like have spent money on, I guess.
Absolutely.
I think if it was something that was an issue for me, then I would have.
Yeah.
Um, I do remember I used to love going into like when we would go to the pharmacy, like in my hometown.
Oh, you get to check your blood pressure.
I would always go to that machine.
The machine, close your arm. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's squeezing me. It's
Yeah.
squeezing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got you.
I used to do that as a kid.
I cannot. Not realizing just how important that machine really is. Like,
Yeah, I wanted to do it for fun.
yeah.
I mean, it scared me sometimes because it's like you put your hand in there and you're like, ooh,
Yeah.
it's cool. And then you're like, oh my gosh, it's squeezing me.
Right, right. Let me go.
Right. And you start to freak out.
Sometimes they'll stay tight for just a little bit too long. It's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. It's like, let me go.
Right. That's dope. That's dope. I love that. I love that. It's so funny because you look at things like that and Walgreens or Publix, excuse me, Walgreens or Publix, they're sitting there providing a free service that is very beneficial to a lot of people, or could
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
And we would just like take advantage of it, and a lot of people wouldn't even use it, you
Hmm.
know? So hear what you just said. Yeah, just like brought a
That's it.
bunch of
Now,
that
now,
again.
now I'm all curious about now when I go home for Christmas, I'm gonna see if
Yep.
at the same place. I'm gonna have to go and sit in it and just
Yeah.
no, now you have me curious to know if it's still there.
Oh, the machine is still there.
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
That store.
Yeah.
It's still there. Hmm.
Hey, high blood pressure is a big thing in our country, so I
Yeah,
wouldn't be surprised if it is still there.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is.
Hmm.
I just don't always go into that store when I go home.
Yeah. How how much of how much of your family's like genetic health
Do I
history like health history do you know? Do you like
know?
know or
I know a majority of it.
mm,
Like I do know things like so like I am aware of possibilities, I guess.
okay.
Um, so it is stuff to like, keep in mind.
Yeah.
Um, I
Did
know
you
there were some heart issues with like my grandparents.
yeah. You said heart issues?
Heart issues, yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, okay.
So it's
Mm,
things, you be aware of. And then
yeah.
like mind issues. My
Yeah.
grandma had Parkinson's, so some
Yeah. Yeah.
also aware of.
So definitely something that kind of yeah, would
Yeah.
on your grandma. Absolutely.
Yeah, you just like think about the different things that they've
Yeah,
had, you know.
absolutely.
Um, but not everything is hereditary either, and not everything like does
Yeah.
actually like necessarily get passed down. I mean, there is like things, but also like how you take care of yourself
Yep.
plays a difference. The environment that you
Absolutely.
up and the things that you do, like
Hmm.
uh,
Yeah.
in your health.
Yeah.
You might have like predispositions, but there is still like factors and things that you can do to help.
100%. I agree 100%. Like, yeah, it's no excuse. It's no excuse.
But it is good to still be aware of it so that you can get, like you said, like get those things checked out. Like
Yeah, exactly.
talking to your doctor about like, I mean, that's why they ask your family history too,
Yeah. Hmm.
so that they can check those things
Yeah.
like more frequently.
Mhm. That's good. That's really good.
Like, and so it's important not to lie to your doctor.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Like, there's a reason they ask you the questions that they ask you.
Yeah.
It's not to like, not to get in your business.
Yeah, not at all.
It's be, to help you.
To help you. Yeah.
Because there's like medications and there's different things that can react to different things.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
so don't lie to your doctor
Right.
or your own history.
How much of your family would you say, or would you say that you and your family talk about family health and like is health a big topic around you and your family?
We do talk about it quite a bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's good.
Um, we have sometimes differing opinions.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know, there's just different ways that people go about like telling people to do things. And I would say like part of my mentality of not going to the doctor every year does
Yeah.
come from like the way that I was raised or like the way that like my family did things too. It's like they didn't always go for their checkups either.
Yeah.
And again, it probably does have to do with like health insurance and money and different things, different factors, but also like it was like if we can, like if it's not serious, then we
Yeah.
will take care of it ourselves.
Yeah. Hmm.
But I mean, with my parents getting older, they have actually started going to checkups more often, which I'm grateful for. I,
Okay.
so I think it's good that
That's
they.
amazing. That's amazing. I love that. I love that. Would you say that, let's see, how can I incorporate this one? Are you someone that tries to resolve a health issue? Let's say if you're feeling a pain, an ache, or this that. Are you someone that, and I'm assuming you're probably the initial, but are you someone who immediately goes to like Google, YouTube, Facebook and start to kind of look up remedies and how to do this or that? Or are you someone that's more so just like, hey, let's self-medicate or let's medicate and, you know, get things in us to take away this pain?
I guess I'm a mixture of both. I mean, like like if I know how to medicate it, I'll do that. But
Mm,
sometimes I'll look up like, I mean, sometimes I'll look up little remedies, little home remedies.
yeah,
Um, just to see. I try not
this is,
Sometimes I try not to Google things because like everything turns out to be cancer, you're gonna die.
I
Like
cannot. Yeah.
no, it's true though. Like you look up
No, you're right. You're right.
pain in my elbow and they're like, you're gonna die. And I'm like, mm.
Right. It's like, what the heck?
Like it's cancer and you're gonna die. No,
Right. Right.
not being helpful right now.
Right. I agree. I no, I completely agree with what you just said. Yeah. Oftentimes you can find yourself, looking up something and yeah, running into
That's
some stuff you don't want to hear.
what they say. And then you're like, oh shoot, maybe I should get checked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
I
That's
mean, but sometimes
definitely.
that's good. Like sometimes that's good. But like when you go to the doctor, they're like, did you look this up?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes,
it do be accent. Yeah.
I did. And it said I was gonna die.
Yeah.
I need you to do something. They're like, calm down, you're not gonna die. So
Yeah.
that's good. Yeah, I
You are hilarious.
did have that experience once. I told them, I said, I looked this up. And I was like, I shouldn't have looked it up, but I did. So this is why I'm here. And they're like, it's cool. You're not gonna die. Okay.
Wow. You really thought you were gonna die?
I didn't know.
Wow.
WebMD scared me.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you were in William D. Oh man. Yeah.
It was like, this is cancer. I was like, uh-uh.
Right.
It wasn't cancer. We were fine.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's super dope.
But but I do like, I mean, for the most part, I know how to like medicate. And I do know some of the like home remedies for like, like a sore throat or like
Yeah.
tea and stuff. And if it doesn't go down, like, within a certain amount of time,
Yeah.
that's when you're like, okay, I really need to see a doctor because I obviously don't have like, it's obviously more serious than I
It's
thought.
more serious. Yeah.
It probably
Yeah.
needs stronger medication.
Yeah. That's dope. That's dope. Um, hmm,
You have 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay. What what would you say is the number one mistake when it comes to your mental health? I mean, I'm sorry, not mental, when it comes to your physical health, and then when it also comes to the physical health of others. What's that one thing that they do to mess it all up
Mm,
that most people do?
I think it comes down to like habits, like eating habits mostly.
Yeah,
I, I think it comes down to nutrition
yeah,
a lot of times. Um, like we live in a like a fast food world.
yeah,
And like where we want things quick and easy.
yeah,
Like there isn't anything really wrong with it except for when you do like too much.
yeah,
You- And so I think a lot of times like we don't pay attention to that or
yeah,
how, like sometimes it's how much you're eating or how little you're eating. Um, like nutrition, I think is a big thing.
yeah,
Um, and there's so many health things that come from like a lack of nutrition,
absolutely.
um, poor diet, poor, I mean, even poor exercise, just not like getting out. But I think people are starting to be more active.
Yeah,
I mean, people are definitely starting to be more health conscious as well with like, um, you know, nutrition and stuff. Or at least
yeah,
I guess that's like what I surround myself around. So like I think, sometimes you have to be careful with like, just because you surround yourself with those things doesn't mean everybody else does.
yeah,
You have to be aware of what like, yeah, how you can sometimes get in your own little bubble,
yeah,
especially like with social media, how like the algorithm feeds you things that you're interested in.
hmm,
Sometimes you can think that everybody else is seeing the same things you are, but there's so much on the internet,
yeah,
so
hmm,
much on social media that like not everybody is necessarily getting fed the same things as you because they might not have the same interests as you. So,
Yeah,
um,
it's
yeah,
good. It's good. This is really good. This is good. I'm very like taken back by your transparency in this and just your level of willingness to call out even the some big business
to
you
call
know,
out what?
shine away.
You, you sounded mumbly again.
No, I said that you're definitely not shying away, like from letting me know your thoughts on these questions and just, in general, what you think or how you think personally. These are I've been laying some personal questions on you. Mental health, fitness, like
Oh, you got real personal.
real personal. We getting personal, but you haven't been holding back, and I appreciate that.
I mean, I guess it hasn't been like too crazy. You didn't ask for like my social security number or anything.
I was getting there.
We're getting
But
there.
I was
Yeah.
getting there.
Mm. You
I
don't
was
get
definitely getting there.
mm-mm.
I won't get it.
Can't have that.
Huh? Why not?
You can't steal my identity.
Why not?
You don't want to be me.
I think being you would be pretty fun.
I think being me would be fun.
Yeah, I want to be you.
No, you should be you.
What if I don't like being me?
Well, you should. You should like being you.
I should like being me.
Yeah,
Hmm.
time is up now.
No, I was picking your brain.
You were, but time is up. It's 55.
Fine. So next call is
Look at the books next.
it's books. Okay, yeah. I was like, hold on, is it books? Okay, it is books. Okay. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, well, I'll see you on the next.
The next one.
See you on the next one. All right, and I guess are we gonna do? Let's see. Let's see.
You tell
Maybe
me.
here.
You're still recording, by the way.
I didn't even think all the way through. I am still okay. All right. What I'll do is I'll ring you outside of Zoom, and then we can kind of go from there.
Okay, sounds good. Talk to you later or soon.
All right. Talk to you soon. Soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.